Are you trying to figure out if there's a there at all and what the shape of that is? That's 0 to 1. Then AI is terrible at that. AI needs you to tell it that. Brushing Buddies is a really good example of this. Last year, we ran these user tests for Carly Hart, who launched this unique how do you get kids to successfully brush their teeth book called Brushing Buddies. And she had tested the efficacy of the technology in, our innovation language, which from the point of view of a mom launching a musical kids book means that she had made this musical kids book where you play well-known kids songs and you push the button in the musical book and the song goes, instead of like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, it goes like ah. Then the kid is brushing and they're singing for as long as you need to brush their teeth, and they are cooperating with it because it's a fun thing. And so suddenly she's sending prototypes of this to all of her mom's friends, and she's getting a lot of uptake from people she knows and doesn't know, saying that it had turned 2 to 4 year olds toothbrushing fights and bedtime into this fun thing. And now she has kids coming in asking their parents, can we brush our teeth right now? That sounds great. She's validated her technology. How do we go and sell that? So she wanted to know what her language and her positioning is. Is she selling it directly to parents? Is she selling it through dentists? What is she saying the book does? How does she explain what the book does, especially because she charges more for it than typical board book? If you sent this into an AI, here, let's do this right now. So I have invented a great way for kids, for little kids ages 2 to 4 to be actively excited to brush their teeth. Please craft me a website with example language to sell my book. There we go. So this is not bad. Oh, hey, Claude, we actually did this with you last year, and you're so much better at this now than you were the last time we tried to ask you to make a prototype of this book, A New Way to Brush. A musical book that makes toddlers ask to brush their teeth. Good highlighting. Okay, so here we go. So it's like how it works. Push a button. They sing, you brush, they beam. Parents are amazed. Some great fake testimonials that she'll replace with real testimonials. Love it. Oh, hey, they decided it was science too. It's true. Awesome. Very clean, good website. Okay, let's see what Claude did for a GTM plan. All right. So shoestring budget strategy for mompreneur. Tiny budget to go and get testing, find low-hanging fruit users, get some testimonials and videos to use in marketing. Very solid. Here we go. And it gives you some hook ideas and so on. I think like if you're a solopreneur and this is your first time doing it, I'm happy with what Claude has given us. It's like workable. I think it needs a lot more polish because the right tool to implement and execute all of these is not Claude, but I could take that website overall design and put it into a nicer website builder. And then we can tweak a lot of the ads, and some of those could theoretically be done with synthetic users and some can be done with organic traffic testing. But here's what actually happened when we tested this book. We tossed together a landing page not dissimilar to this, and we ran a user test with some moms, and a bunch of really interesting nuanced details happened on the user test that if you care, you should go watch the user test video. But the short version is what we found is that they didn't see this as a book. They saw it as an activity. And if you don't have kids, these sound like words. But if you do have kids, they are completely different categories of ways to relate to your child. And a kid's activity is something that is an interactive thing that you plug a child into. It still needs an adult many times. And there's this back and forth. There's something called conversational turns, which, is a metric that's important for cognitive development. But the point is that the kid takes ownership and tries to forge their own journey in some of it. So what they saw it as is it's a way to turn toothbrushing, which is a chore, into an activity. And every activity has tools. Often there are craft activities and you buy a pre-made pack from Michael's and then everybody sits and paints. But what the users started subtly implying with their language, but never saying explicitly out loud as such, is that this is a way to turn toothbrushing as a chore into a fun, interactive kid, self-owned activity that is a bonding moment with parent and child. And the book becomes just one of the tools of this activity. It becomes the tool through which the activity is delivered, just like your paints and your little plastic sun catchers are the tools of the activity that you bought off the shelf at Target or Michael's. The book is the tool of the activity, but it's not a book and it doesn't go into book brain space. So this means a lot of things for positioning it.